BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guest here, Dan Letzring from Letiman Games, and we're talking about some of the spicy hot games that his company has, including one that's really intriguing. Steve and I were talking about this in the green room before the show started, and that's Questlings. Tell us about Questlings. This is one that our family-friendly people, we have a lot of people from the Gateway and Filler Games group might be interested in bringing to their kids.
Yeah, so this is me and Nick Yu again. And so this is the RPG for it, but this started as a children's storybook, so we have a children's picture book you can see on the left of this image you're showing right now. So you want to be a paladin. So Nick, myself, and we have a friend who's he's a fantasy author, and the three of us wrote 6 books. So there's paladin, mage, ranger, monk, bard, and druid. You can see them all in the picture there, and they're each going to have their own book, but they're all friends. They're kind of like a D&D party, and they're all in each other's books. They help each other get through their things, their everyday life and their problems. And it's really, each book's going to focus on one, but they're kind of all going to be there to support each other. And since it was heavily RPG inspired, I connected with Banana Chan. We've been friends for a few years now, but we'd never worked on anything. And I was like, hey, we could really use an RPG for this. And she was really psyched about it. So she and I worked on a little bit, and then she brought Tim Devine in, and he's been doing a lot of development work on it, and it's been great. We've been having so much fun with it. We're going to do, I think this Saturday, a live recording, or I don't know if it's going to be live, but we're going to do a recording of it with like my kids and his kids and do a big playthrough of it. But the RPG, it's a lot of fun because, so the books you can see there's like the kids and then the fantasy world that they envision in their everyday life, right? So the kid playing soccer, and he's picturing fighting the dragons and, doing these adventures in his everyday life. And so the RPG deals with that because it has a kid side and a fantasy side. You have a persona that for both. And then every location on the map you're traveling to has there's the school, but it's also the Dark Tower, and the ice cream shop is also the Witch's Cauldron. And so everywhere you're going, you have these dual personas. They have different ways that you roll for, trying to succeed. And it's a really cute little intro RPG. It's very rules light and simple, but it has prompts, which is great if you don't have a lot of experience, say, DMing. It's like when you go to a location, actually my favorite thing they did is you pick a player to highlight. So if it's you, BJ, and you're you really want to go to this one spot, the school or something, you go to the school and there's a whole list of prompts for asking you about your school life, what subjects you're into, what you're taking, and we would highlight you tell us about what your character is doing before we do the adventure within the school, and then you go into it. So you're really kind of building the world, and you're letting each player take their time to do their part of it, which I think it's a lot of fun.
I don't know of anything else that's out there that's like this.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So I'll be honest, I haven't played a lot of RPGs at all. So going to this, I had no idea what I was doing. And Banana was like, let's play that. Right, obviously I wanted to play it as we were working on it. And I sat down, I was like, this is really cool. And I was like, I don't have a lot of reference to base it off of, but there were so many cool things, like the highlighting of a certain player and the way they did the dual worlds. It was just really captivating for me. And I thought, as soon as I finished, I was like, my kids are going to love this too. And I was like, we gotta, once it's developed, we got to get a playthrough with all of them. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So the RPG is coming out, though. It's not out yet, right?
Yeah. So we're launching it on Kickstarter in 2 weeks. It's going to be the first storybook in the RPG. And I think if it goes well, we're going to do a storybook paired with RPG content. Maybe the kids are on vacation or on field trips, and it's going to do different areas, different prompts, different things they can explore.
Did I see suggested ages on that?
So for the books, we'd say 3 to 7.
Okay.
For the storybooks, and for the RPG, I'd say 7 or 8 plus. So it's kind of for, both. If you have younger kids, the storybooks are really geared for younger, and then if you have younger but younger kids, 8 and beyond, that's when they can start doing the RPG.
Okay.
And this is the map that's going to be.
Yeah. So you can see each location has kind of a dual side. There's a real side and a fantasy half on it.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, of course. The jousting arena is also the sports field, and so that's where the players are going to go on the map, and they'll have their different adventures, right?
Yeah.
And that's Questlings. Cool. It's both a children's book, a whole series of. Now, the Paladin, the Mage, and all those are actually available right now, right?
No, those are, so the first book is going to be in this Kickstarter campaign as
Okay.
well. So they're all, yeah, they're written. We just haven't released them yet. So we're hoping
they just haven't.
I mean, there's a lot of art going into these, and so really that's kind of what we need the funding for. Is that Jacqui Davis is doing the art? She's amazing.
Sure.
But each book has a ton of full page spreads, and it's going to be a long time. You know, it's going to be a lot of work for her. I feel bad. I told her, I was like, if this goes well, I want to book you for like all of next year. And,
right.
You know, and she's cool. She loves this project. So,
I mean, that's a lot of artwork, and the artwork that we've seen so far is fantastic. And that's Questlings children's book and the role playing game, and it's going to be coming out on Kickstarter in a couple of weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, November 17th.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that.
2 weeks from today. Oh my gosh, that is 2 weeks from today.
Quick question there. If Kelly Jean is still watching, I'd be curious Calvin's opinion about Questlings, because Calvin apparently has been sitting with Nana watching the show.
He's glued. Yeah, this would be right up. That would be right up Kelly Jean and Calvin's alley, right? Young son, young grandson, your daughters or your granddaughters, your nieces or nephews. Great little gift for them that you can actually walk them through. You know what? We didn't ask you. How long does each little session take?
So the last time we played it, it was about 2 hours.
Okay.
And so yeah, it wasn't horrible. You know, it wasn't an hour though. But yeah, it was about.
So that's why you're looking at that 7+. But the books themselves don't take that long, right?
The books are really somewhat short and quick. Yeah.
And there's some. Is it sort of choose your adventure type thing where you make some decisions?
Quick story book, yeah.
Just a quick story book, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.